alaikum, Hira. This is the new course for the level 5 and it is called People Management. Today is the first lecture of it and we will try to cover the learning outcome 1 today in this class. So first discussing what the course is about, that what is the people management? Effectively managing how employees can work, behave, engage and grow. That is what people management, if in general we discuss this term. That how they work in a working environment in the corporate sector, how they behave with the team or solely performance, then how is their engagement and the growth purpose as well. And we can always help them by giving them various workshops and providing them with the various courses, only then they can grow. Again, people management is all about training and development, organization, safety and wellness, compensation and benefits, recruitment, engagement and retention, performance management, and that's it. So these are the few points which dictate the people management. Now, these are the learning outcome and assessment criteria, even for the activity 1 and task 1. We will be discussing that the understanding that how structure, culture, and the other factors impact on people in the organization, then how organizational structure impacts on people in organization. Because it depends on the structure of the organization, whether it is democratic, laissez-faire, a friendly one, or way too harder. Analyze how organizational culture impacts on people in organization. Then we will be seeing this as well. First, the question was explain, and then it was analyze. That is, we're going to talk about the positive and negative aspects and the importance of it overall. Analyze how organizational policies and procedures impact on people in organization, because this is the main idea behind the course as well. That is, it is called people management. This is the detail of the learning outcome 1. In this, we have few points like organizational structure. In this, we have leadership styles, working environment, communication channels, technology and tools, human resource policies, diversity and inclusion initiatives, and that's it. Like these are the points through which we can discuss in detail. I tried to add these in the slides because it depicts like what the whole learning outcome is going to be about and how we will be carrying out the task and assignments as well. Moving towards the assessment criteria, explain how organizational structure impacts on people in organization. There are various organizational structures along with examples of how they impact people, but first we will discuss that what the structure is. It refers to the way an organization arranges its tasks, roles, and authority to achieve its objectives. Different structures impact how people work, communicate, and make decisions within the organization. The first was the hierarchical structure. It is a traditional structure with clear levels of authority where each employee has a direct supervisor. That is, even if I'm an assessor or I'm a teacher, again, I have a superior or a supervisor above me, a mentor. Clear chain of command, for example, employees know whom to report to and understand the hierarchy. Roles are clearly defined. These are the impact on people of the specific structure that is hierarchical. Large corporations like General Electric or the military often have a hierarchical structure, that is the army, military forces, or even the naval. Then we have flat tall structure. Flat structures have fewer levels of hierarchy for open communication, while tall structures have multiple levels. The communication ease is that the flat structures facilitate quick communication because this is an open communication channel. And the tall structures may offer more opportunities for career advancement. Startups often adopt flat structures to encourage collaboration, while large government organizations may have tall structures. So flat tall structure is all about this. Then we have matrix structure. The matrix structure says employees report to both the functional manager and the project manager similarly. Impact on the people is that employees have multiple reporting lines requiring strong communication. That is, they can communicate with anyone and they can complain them as well. Then promotes collaboration across different departments. Construction projects often use matrix structure where team members report to both the project manager and the departmental manager. Why? Because if we take an example of the construction organization, they have to tell each and everything to various department managers and people, only then the process and the correct decisions can be taken into place. Function structure. Organized based on specialized functions or departments, for example, marketing, finance, HR, that is departmental wise. Employees focus on specific tasks within their functional area, encourages the development of specialized skills. That is, the people who have further skills and they are specialized one, they should be having a separate base in the organization by working on the function structure. Large corporations like IBM often have a functional structure. Then we have product, market, and geographical structures. If we discuss product structure, this means organization is divided based on different product lines or services, like employees become experts in specific product lines. For example, Apple for the diversions or the divisions for the iPhone, Mac, and the product line. Same way, Microsoft. Market structure. Organization is structured based on different target markets or customer segments. Customer focus is on employees focus on the needs of specific market segments. Example is retail companies with distinct divisions for the consumer and business markets. Then we have geographical structure. Organized based on different geographic region. That is, one is in, you can say, Pakistan, the other one is in Africa, Canada, Europe, any country on it. For example, Coca-Cola with the separate operations for different global regions. The chosen organizational structure significantly impacts how people collaborate, communicate, and perform their roles within the organization. The right structure aligns with the organization's goals and culture, fostering an environment that promotes productivity, innovation, and employee satisfaction. So, in the 1.1 assessment criteria, we discussed that how the organization structure can impact the people. Now we will be discussing the analyzation of it. How we can analyze it. The organization structure encompasses the shared values, beliefs, behaviors, and practices that shape the way people work within a company. The impact of organizational culture on individual is profound, influencing leadership style, daily activities, decision making, and overall work experience as well. Let's analyze the components of organizational culture and their effects on people with the examples. Organizational leadership style. The leadership style within an organization sets the tone for how leaders interact with employees and influence the overall work culture. That is, we discussed this in the previous classes as well in the different courses that there are different styles of leadership. Democratic, laissez-faire, these are the kinds of it. Democratic is one which is used in the centralized functional organization where the command is sent from head till to the lower employment levels. The motivation factor is a transformational leadership style can motivate employees by fostering a sense of purpose and inspiration. Now, this is also a style of leadership. Communication, authoritarian leadership, or the democratic one, may result in top down communication, while a participative style encourages open dialogue, that is, the laissez-faire. Example is Google is known for collaborative and innovative culture, partly or partially attributed to its leaders' participative and empowering leadership style. Then we have the way we do things. Now, these all points are already mentioned in the indicative content for the specific course. This is the new course, which is for the level 5. It is called People Management.
Okay.
The way we do things, the established norms and practices that define how our tasks are executed and decisions are made within the organizations. Now, what's the impact on people of it? The example of the way we do things is Toyota. Toyota production system is all about that reflects a culture focused on the continuous improvement and efficiency in the way tasks are performed. That is, this is the, you can say, key feature of the Toyota production system, which the other organizations cannot copy, like Hyundai or the Tesla. Then we have behaviors, observable actions and interactions among individuals within the organization. Now, what's the impact on people of this specific title behavior? It is cultural fit. Employees may adapt their behavior to align with cultural norms. That is, in the organization, there are different people working in it. So we have to adopt things according to it. Then performance expectations. Expected behaviors can impact performance evaluation as well. For example, the customer-centric culture at Amazon is evident in behaviors focused on meeting customer needs promptly and efficiently. Now, these are the key features of specific organization, which nobody can copy it. Then we have values. Description is core principles and the beliefs that guide decision making and behavior within the organization. That is, whatever the decisions we're going to take in it, they are going to be discussed with the prior values as well. And the impact is according to the alignment and decision criteria. If we discuss decision criteria, it says value shapes criteria for evaluating decisions and actions. For example, the commitment to the customer obsession is a core value at Amazon, driving a customer centric approach across the organization. In the same way, we have codes now. Description: the formalized rules and ethical guidelines that govern the behavior within the organization. Now, what's the impact of it into people? Compliance. Adherence to the code is expected and monitored. Now, with the organizational codes and conduct, we have to align things with the government or the national laws as well. In the same way, ethical decision making, codes shape ethical decision making processes. Like nobody can go beyond the specific code and conduct by taking any wrong or wrongdoing decision. Example, many tech companies have a code of conduct outlining acceptable behavior in the workplace, ensuring a respectful and inclusive environment. Like in Pakistan, there are many universities, specifically in the rural areas, they have specific code of conduct according to the uniform, like to the way the people are going to dress. Then we have ceremonies and rituals. Formalized events or routines that symbolize and reinforce organizational values. Impact on people. The main assessment criteria part is cultural reinforcement and sense of belonging. Ceremonies and rituals reinforce culture norms and values. Like there are specific culture which we have to follow. Like if we are in the UK in the end of December, if we work in a corporate sector only then we are bound to attend the Christmas parties without the ethnicity of which background you are. You have to attend it. Sense of belonging. Participation creates a sense of belonging and shared identity. Obviously, that is why the teamwork is always inculcated in the corporate sector. Example is employee recognition ceremonies such as annual rewards at companies like IBM, Microsoft reinforce values of excellence and teamwork. Working practices. The methods and approaches that employees adopt in their daily work routines. That is, there are certain uh, like way of work which people opt that they want to work like this and that. In this, what happens is we get the impact on people according to efficiency and experience. Established working practices contribute to operational efficiency, that is the daily efficiency of that specific organization. And if we talk about the experience of employee, flexible working practices can enhance the employee experience as well. For example, the emphasis on the flexible work schedules and remote work practices adds a company like Salesforce or Microsoft reflects a culture that values work-life balance. Like even the Google or Microsoft Office, both their offices are quite vast and it's a dream of any person who wants to participate in that specific and wants to do work with those organizations. This is the conclusion now. Organizational culture profoundly influences how individuals perceive and experience their work environment. It shapes leadership styles, behaviors, decision making process, and overall organizational identity. A strong positive culture can contribute to employee satisfaction, motivation, and organizational success. So this was the main criteria of the whole assessment 1.2, that how the organizational culture and norms can be affected by the people and what's the impact on it. So the satisfaction which we get from a good working environment and the behavior and it inculcates a good decision making, it all affects the efficacy of the organization to run properly and become and run on an international level. Then we have 1.3. It says analyze how organizational policies and procedures impact on people in organization. Keeping in the word the command verb in the mind means we have to talk about the negative positive aspects, then the importance and the judgment. And the question main is organizational policies and procedures and how it impacts the people in organization. People in organization includes all the stakeholder bodies, the customers, employees, the suppliers, the producers, the stakeholders, the shareholders, board of director, and so on. The organizational culture encompasses the shared values, beliefs, behaviors, and practices that shape the way people work within a company. The organizational culture on individual is profound, influencing leadership style, daily activities, decision making, and overall work experience. Let's analyze the components of organizational culture and their effect on people with the examples. Organizational policies and procedures play a critical role in shaping the working environment, influencing employee behavior, and contributing to the overall organizational culture. So, this is the main, you can say, thing which we are going to discuss in the whole above below slides. That is the policies and procedures and how they affect the people. Let's analyze how the various aspects of the organizational policies impact people within the organization. The first point is workforce development. Again, these all points are mentioned in the indicative content, which you can easily find in the in the specification course specification. And these points are mandatory to first discussed in the assignment, and then we have to move towards the other things. Impact on the people. Skill development. Policies supporting the workforce development contribute to employee skill enhancement. Obviously, when we are going to develop the skill in the existing employees, they are going to ultimately benefit the organization. Career growth. Opportunities for training and education positively impact career advancement and employee satisfaction as well, because it helps to build their resume. Example, companies like Google invest in continuous learning programs, providing employees with opportunities to enhance their skills and advance in their careers. We're not going to fix things on one employee. We're going to change it from one to another employee. Then talent management. Impact on people recognition. Talent management policies recognizing and nurturing the high performing individuals contribute to job satisfaction because in the organization, we don't have a one kind of employee. There are people who are working really hard or overtime. So we should definitely appreciate them by giving them reward. That is what a talent management is. Retention. Effective talent management practices enhance employee retention. That is how we can grab them for the longer period of time in the specific organization, and it will reduce the labor turnover indeed. Example, Procter and Gamble employs talent management strategies to identify and develop high potential employees, fostering a culture of recognition and career progression as well. Community engagement. Impact on people. Sense of purpose. Community engagement policies contribute to a sense of purpose among employees. Sense of purpose is what? That is, they know that what their life is all about, why their opinion, their decision matters in the organization. Then CSR, employees feel proud to be associated with socially responsible organization. That is whatever the organ we have done the whole course of it. So I think I don't need to explain it further, but again, whatever the decisions we take in the organization, considering the strategic decision making, they should be friendly enough with the environment as well. Example, Starbucks engages in community service initiatives and ethical sourcing practices, fostering a sense of pride and purpose among its employees. Then we have environmental responsibility. Commitment to values. Employees aligning with the environmentally responsible policies may feel a stronger connection to the organization. Why? Because when the environment is quite safer, then definitely we feel more motivated. It is clean, it is there are no ambiguities in it. Then employee well-being. Environmentally friendly practices such as sustainable office spaces contribute to employee well-being as well. That is, we should always give separate cabins to the employees, comfortable chair, their own personal laptop, and further fringe benefits added to it. Example, Patagonia's commitment to environmental responsibility is reflected in its policies attracting employees who share similar values. Then we have equality, diversity, and inclusion. Impact on people. Inclusive culture. Policies promoting equality and diversity foster an inclusive culture that is, without the ethnicity that from which background the person is, whether she's a female, male, or any third gender even, we should give them employment in the organization because every life matters. Employee engagement, inclusive practices contribute to higher levels of employee engagement. That is true. Example, diversity and inclusion initiatives at companies like Accenture contribute to diverse and inclusive workplace, attracting and retaining a varied talent pool. That is, in the specific organization, Accenture, the people which are working there, they're of different backgrounds. Like even jobs are promoted there because they're having some unique competitive edge and talent with them, which ultimately helps the organization. Then power influence. Okay, now those factors are finished. Now we will be discussing the overall impact factors. Power influence of individuals. Policies that empower individuals contribute to a more autonomous and motivated workforce that is like me and you people. The empowering policies at companies like 3M encourage employees to spend a percentage of their time on personal projects as well. That is the side time, the side businesses as well. Power influence of teams. Team-based policies such as collaborative decision-making contribute to team cohesion and effectiveness. When we work as a team, the decisions are going to be more intellectual and acceptable by the majority. Example, agile development methodologies in the software companies emphasize team collaboration and decision-making, and this is the only reason why they are successful as well. Then leadership part, if we talk about the span of control. Leadership policies defining the span of control influence the organization's hierarchy and communication channels. Span of control is the people which are working in different peoples. Example, companies with a flatter organization structure, they are basically promoting the open communication and a quicker decision making. For example, Spotify, SoundCloud, and stuff like that, apps like that, basically. Communication channels, ease of communication policies that encourage open communication contribute to transparency and information flow. Example, Stacks internal communication policies foster the real-time collaboration with and open dialogue among the team members. Whatever the decision we are taking, we can just discuss that at the moment as well. Then we have line management. Did we discuss this? No, motivation levels. Incentive and recognition policies directly impact employee motivation as well. Definitely, when we are motivating the employees on time from time to time, then definitely they feel more secure and important in the organization. Example, employee of the month recognition programs in retail organization boost motivation levels. Even like McDonald's, they do this and weekly. Creativity. Policies that encourage innovation and risk taking contribute to a creative culture. For example, Google's 20% time policy allows employees to dedicate a portion of their work hours to personal projects fostering creativity. That is, in the same organization, they have the specific rooms allotted to those people, which they can use whenever they want to. For example, if they are working for 9 to 5, then 20% of that time is going to be allotted for their own skill. Maybe what is wanted to polish their skill as an artist or the resin artist, and so on. Line management structures, policies related to line management influencing the reporting, relationship, and decision making. For example, a matrix management structure. Again, I did discuss this in assessment 1.1. Structure allows employees to report to both the project manager and function managers, and this specific matrix management is used by the construction company. They like to use the matrix management because we cannot opt or depend on one manager. We have to tell the progress to the different project managers, as in the different managers, functional managers, and the producing manager as well, encouraging the cross-functional collaboration, that everything is moving from one place to another on the same time. So organizational policies and procedures have a profound impact on the people within an organization, influencing their behavior, motivation, and overall job satisfaction. So this is the, you can say, the crux of the whole assessment criteria, why the policies and procedure matters a lot. When effectively designed and implemented, these policies contribute to a positive work environment, enhance employee engagement, and align individual. Now, these are the benefits of those policies and procedures, which basically affects on the employees which are working on the organization. Because what happened is we are having a positive work environment, the employee engagement is going on there as a decision-making team working, and align the individuals with the organizational values and goals. Because in the end, strategic decision-making with the organization goal is what the necessity is. That's it. These are the references for the specific course, as in for the assessment criteria 1.1, 2, and 3. That's it. Any question?
No, ma'am.